What's going on, legend? Angus Beef here. Thanks so much for stopping by to click on this video. I want to chat on today about something that I reckon you probably haven't considered, right? And that is that if you think about any athlete, right, who is basically a pro at what they're doing and is basically fucking crushing it, right? You will find 9.9 times out of 10, or even 9.99999 times out of 10, right, that they periodize everything that they do. So in other words, when it comes to their training, right, you will find that they have likely some nice periodization going on in terms of what they're doing in relation to their off season and their on season. So their intra-season, that's usually called, and then they've got their little window of just like enjoying life, and they've got pre-season in terms of leading up to the next season. So it's like they will have particular training protocols in place based on where they're at in relation to that timeline. And then if they've got a good sports nutritionist on their side, what will often be happening is that their nutrition will work in sync with how their training is spaced out. So in other words, it's all periodized, right? And what you'll also usually find is that most of these athletes, they are eating a wide variety of awesome food and basically aren't living off shitty fucking supplements and doing anything that's trending in terms of conventional dieting, right? So what you should ask yourself is, like, if athletes are doing that, well, why the fuck aren't you?
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
You see what I mean? Like, not to the same extent, because you're obviously not an athlete, but it's like, why aren't you periodizing what you're doing, right? So in other words, why are you consistently trying to diet? Why don't you have periods of time where you're eating at maintenance and trying to improve aspects of your metabolism? Why aren't you having periods of time where you're focusing on growing, building some muscle and enjoying life, not dieting? Like, do you see what I mean? Like, this is something that isn't taught. It's something that took me ages to learn in terms of my own history. Like, for a good 10 or 11 years, I was a yo-yo dieter, always chasing that next diet and that next trending thing in terms of sick supplement or whatever that could help get me lean easier. But all it did was just cause consistent weight loss, regain issues time and time again, and me getting scared of food and having body image issues and all this sort of shit, right? So I was scared to do anything other than dieting because I found familiarity amongst that being, you know, like, I guess my norm, right? So it's like, yeah, you should be periodizing your nutrition like that. There's no reason why you should be ever in a deficit, right? There's more to life than fucking that, right? So same with your training. It's something where you should be periodizing it as well, so that way you can focus on improving different aspects of your performance, different aspects of, like, you know, what you're trying to fine tune in terms of your aesthetic. A lot of people think that you go into the gym to build muscle or to lose fat. It's just like, well, no, you don't. You go into the gym to wear and tear muscle fibers or to burn calories. It's everything else you do outside of that that's going to dictate whether you will build any muscle or not, or whether you will lose any fat or not, right? So it's all about context, and I encourage you to, like, just question your approach in terms of why you're doing or how you're doing the things that you're doing. Like, even when I work with a client, like, we've got multi-phases that we're going through in terms of nutrition. We've got multi-phases that we're going through in terms of their training. Like, everything serves a purpose and it all works in sync with each other. And I find that for a lot of people, when they're in the old solo squad train, right, they're often just winging it, doing the things that they think are right. So in other words, they might just be, yes, they might be going to the gym often, but they've got zero idea how to train. They might be thinking that they're training, but they're probably just, more often than not, just pushing themselves hard, going to failure as often as possible, trying to find cool new sick exercises online that they saw some Insta Mad Dog doing or some Insta Celeb doing. Similar with nutrition, but except equivalent of that would just be trying to eat #clean the vast majority of the time, but then trialing different things in terms of hopping with various trending things and supplements to be able to try and get the metabolism burning and all this sort of stuff, right? Like, you see what I mean? And it's like, welcome to fat loss and health in the 21st century, right? So if you're someone who finds that you've got no idea how to periodize, whether it be with your training or whether it be with your nutrition, let us know in the comments below. I'll try and help you out. Or if you're keen for a one-to-one chat, to see if I could be a suited coach for you to help you master this, so that way we can get your progress going way faster than what it is now. Slide into my DMs, get in touch, maybe I can help you out on that front. Otherwise, if you found this video valuable and thought-provoking, give it a like, and yeah, share it. Let's get it seen by more people. Otherwise, big love. Thanks for watching. Angus Beef out.